I would like to like baseball again. I just don't. The love of sports has just been taken away because of all the politics of the game and just the. I'm watching the Phillies and the Milwaukee. For a minute, I didn't know I was like, is this Pittsburgh? But, you know, for the minds that were here, I was looking at the black and gold color. I knew Phillies. If you've been a Brave fan, you never forget the Phillies. I mean, although at the moment I find myself halfway rooting for the Phillies because I ain't lost nothing in Milwaukee. I ain't lost nothing in Philly either. But I still have memories of, this was even before my husband and I were married. And if you're a Brave fan, I mean, I still remember that. I still remember that World Series that was just, I still remember the blue flu. Oh, ironic. Blue moon. Blue, I'm wearing blue today, so this is another story time with Val Jones to O. And by, you know, I love sports, but I don't love it as much as I used. I still love sports, but sports is not sports anymore. But the Phillies, like, oh God. The blue flu. My besties in Atlanta, we were like, I mean, we would be on the phone. We would be on the phone and be talking for hours throughout the whole game. I mean, literally throughout the whole game. So, yeah. So, and I was working for On Mic at the time too. And I was working, I remember that clearly. And I remember when they lost. Anyway, this is where I'm at, and with people too. Okay, I get the story now. I get it. When I am realizing that is, I can be deep into something. I mean, everybody knows I am like I can be a sports fanatic about my teams. I'm like the second coach or whatever. I'm like I said, you know, have you ever seen a team that almost gets a technical because of the cheerleader? Hello, I'm that cheerleader. So I like the game between the Phillies. If you remember that year that the Phillies won against the Braves, fuck you, don't say which year. That year, the ominous year where Atlanta basically shut down because we were all so invested. I mean, it was like a collective investment. This is why people wonder why you think Atlanta fans are fickle. And we're not fickle. We're not fickle at all. It's just that after you've had your heart broken 50,000 billion times, always a bridesmaid and never a bride, you just learn to go, whatever. So that's how I was about the game, probably about by the third inning. I don't know, for whatever reason, I had already discerned they're not going to win this. They're just not going to win it. And I had already given up the ghost. And true indeed, they didn't win it. And there were people who didn't think I was going to come to work that day. A lot of people didn't come to work the next day. A lot of people in Atlanta called out sick. That's why they called it the blue flu. Everybody was seriously sick. Seriously, mentally, spiritually, physically just wasted from that series. So so it's hard for me to be a Phillies fan. I mean, there's something, whenever I look at a Phillies uniform at first, I just kind of want to go, I know that's so long ago, right? That's a grudge. That was like way back then. But you know what? I'm actually like, I said, well, it's not so bad. I actually like was rooting for them, and then they got on base with Milwaukee. Isn't that weird? I was like, well, I don't know nobody in Milwaukee. Oh man, they got a black pitcher though. I'm changing with shit, but but no, but. Oh, so the story is that's how when I feel like. He's got it. Turner's got plenty of speed. Harper's going to take off for third and get in safely. Okay. When you realize when you're dealing with somebody or you're dealing with anyone and you just know it's a lost cause, you just know what you know. Bingo. That's where I'm at. That's why I will not go back to certain things, certain energies, certain people. My cutoff game is cold. And I guess it comes colder than other people because they think, Dal is so invested. If she is so invested in something, how can she just cut you off? Because I have Lilith in Capricorn and Mars in Capricorn in the 11th house. And Saturn and Sagittarius in the 6th, 7th, and 8th house. And my midheaven is in Aquarius. If it don't make sense, zip. And none of this, I'm not making no sense from any of this. Since S-E-S-E-N-S-E or C-E-N-T-S. And none of that makes sense. He's cute. I mean, I ain't got nothing. I have no stock in none of these games. Well, you know what? Go ahead and strike him out, baby. That is blue and gold. So that's like, that's like K Franco's. Is that black and gold or blue and gold? It's blue and gold. I don't know. I'm not into Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee is still a weird city to me. You all got these gold hash marks of people that you have killed, or the police have killed, or people have killed, and I think that's creepy as fuck. That's the first time I went to Minnesota. No, that was Minnesota. Milwaukee's in Wisconsin. Milwaukee's with the beer. Sorry, my bad. I don't know nothing about Milwaukee, but you got beer. I know you got beer. Go beer. Just like that, she changes. Welcome to the world of Pharaoh. My mindset. Wait. Did I just hear she got... What did I hear? Did I just hear my favorite song? Oh my God, we're so tapped in. Anybody know what time it is? Does anybody really care about time? Oh Lord, this is creepy. But it's a good creepy. Okay, I'm with it. Yeah. The alignment for the assignment. All right. Go team. Yeah.